What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Takedown Games. I'm your host, Xylo Takedown. Today we've got roster reviews, ask me anything, question and answers. Let's get this ball rolling. Hey, there's my man, Clone Troop 211. How's it going, my brother? Let me go get my sunflower seeds and some drink real quick, and then we'll let everybody pop in. So we'll start the lovely chair stream. There you go. Check out that beautiful chair. There's the shorts too. Miami Hurricane colors there. Oh yeah, you guys liked the chair stream, didn't you? I don't know, Dagger. Should I trim the neck beard? Dage, what's going on? Yeah, that's from my boy Silverbolt over at the RSG crew too, so big shout out there. Yeah, Deadpool, Kyle, yeah, chair stream. All the big guys are doing chair streams nowadays too. If you're not chair streaming, you're not a top tier content creator. And you have to wear crazy headphones and sunglasses and scream really loud. Ryloff Leku, what's up, brother? Hope you guys are all having a great weekend. Alright, so Dagger, yeah. What's going on, Scotty? So our first roster review, we've got 9 on the queue right now. If you'd like a roster review, you can go ahead and post them in the Discord. The Discord's in the link description below there. If you wanted to donate anything to, any questions or anything like that too, we have PayPal and Patreon in the link in the description below too as well. If you had any donations, we'll bump those right up. Dagger did pay for his donation too as well, so Dagger's getting his regardless first right away. And then we have 8 more rosters to go from there. They are free too though, so if you guys want to do them for free, you can go ahead and post them for free too. I'm not asking for any donations if you want a roster review or anything like that. Just if you can afford to donate anything to the PayPal, I'd really appreciate it. If you want to become a Patreon like Clone Troop 211, and then my buddy Posse D over in Mighty Chlorians, always got a 24/7 access to me, and we're working on some more perks for the Patreons too, so come sign up and be one of our first Patreons too, you guys. Oh, what's up, Paul? What's going on? Sorry about that, brother. Yeah, man, me and Scotty were talking about it last time we talked, and love to be on the podcast again soon too as well. The podcast soon as well. Ryloth, let me see. Let me go back to the roster reviews there. No, I didn't have yours posted in the Discord, Ryloth, so just go drop your GG or your ally code in the page there, and we'll get you added into the queue tonight there, Ryloth. Alright. So obviously Dagger's getting first there. I'm sure he's doing just fine in chips. Yep. A lot of different statistics there too. Very interesting statistics there. Granary and championship stats and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Let's go look at characters. We'll start looking through the list first. Let's see, you got your 7-star Padme, nice. Well, then that's my fault, Ryloth. I'm sorry about that, brother. I didn't add it there, and that's my fault, man. I'm sorry. We'll get you squared away, though, Ryloth. So, very impressed. You got your 7-star Padme. Congratulations. 1, 2, 3, 4... 6 Gear 13 characters, 7 Gear 13 characters, very nice characters too. Gear 12 Marauder. Maybe the next Zeta on Brood Alpha. It's not a must, but it's a nice Zeta. Gear 12 Night Sisters. Looks like all your other Geos get Poggle to 12, just because he's a lot more survivable at 12. Still pretty squishy at 12, but some of those left side pieces will help, of course. It's kind of where I'm at with my Geos too, just getting them up to par for that TB. Grievous. Definitely want to get working on Grievous. Grievous is just amazing. I know he's probably on the back burner for you right now, but regardless the Padme event or not, you're saving your get for Wampa, for Malik. Okay, so overall very focused. Dagger, you still in the chat? Yeah, I know, the droids are a lot of gear, a lot of carbs, a lot of raid gear. What's up, JV420? It's alright, Dagger. Just hyper-focusing one at a time. You got a lot of great pieces, too, at the top of your roster, so you focused in on the right pieces, obviously. It's just getting the team together now. I like how you use L3 in place of Juhani at the moment, too, for your Karth team. It's pretty solid. Alright, so let's go and filter by like factions and stuff like that and see what's kind of standing out, but more priority wise. Okay. And the bounty hunters could be potential something we work on. Probably more down the road, to be honest. And we got solid core group. That's all that really matters. Clones, we'll skip clones for now. Yeah, see, the droids is where it's really hurting. But you're getting the stars on B1 and Droidica. I would just start putting gear into that GG droid team right now. I mean, it's essential for territory battles. You've already got the Geos up to snuff. Remember taking Poggle to 12 and Brood Alpha to 12 too. Hey, what's up, Indigo? Hope you're doing well, brother. Appreciate the support, my man. Make sure if you guys are watching to hit that thumbs up for me, please. Again, if you want any donations or anything like that too, get the PayPal and Patreon in the link below too as well. Dagger. So Dagger, what are you wanting to focus on mainly? Like, That's a very important thing, of course, too, is like, I don't want you to work on something because you feel like you have to. What do you want to work on, really? Let's go ahead and look at Empire. Yeah, I know. I'm not a big enough YouTuber, so I don't have super chat. Plus, YouTube robs people, man. YouTube takes like 33% of whatever you donate, so the more you donate, the more that YouTube gets. But with PayPal, it goes straight to, I mean, other than a 1% instant charge if I want to use it instantly, but I usually wait the 3 to 5 days to keep that 1%. And then same with Patreon. Patreon takes like 1% of whatever you donate. So finishing Troopers, I remember talking about Troopers. Then the GG team's next. Malik's pending. Well, as long as you have the Git and the Zetas and the gear hoarded up for Malik, that's the main priority. I like your Troopers now. I mean, they're pretty solid. Most of them are gear 10, gear 11. Yeah, Stark there. I see Stark. Range Trooper's a nice one to have. Yeah, definitely put that Zeta on Veers. At least get them up to gear 11. They're a solid B team. They're fairly easy to take up to 12, but excuse me, sunflower seed hit me in the back of the throat. They're a solid team to take up to 11, and they're still a great B grade team, even for bounty hunters. Like, as long as you can get out in front of whatever team you're planning on using them for, it's a great B team for sure. And like you said, a 1 Zeta team too. So, and then with the droids, you can just do excuse me, you can just do Grievous's Metaloid Monstrosity, B1's Zeta, and then B2 Zeta. But again, make sure you're hoarding those 2 Zetas for Malik too, so that way when you get Malik, you can put both those Zetas on him right away. You have the 64k to get him up to 7 stars, and then the gear to get him up to at least gear 12. I mean, he's relevant at gear 11, but it'll take some time to round him up from gear 12 to gear 13, so getting up gear 12 right away is huge. Really impressed by your gear 13 Thrawn too, by the way. I love it, bud. Let me look at this guy real quick. You see the speed on him. 310 on your Thrawn. That's very nice, brother. Very nice speed there. Give him a beat down, Big Z. Thanks, Ray Rock. Somebody's got to, right? But no, solid roster for sure, man. Nothing I can be like, oh, you don't have this? Yeah, I'm sure his troopers are beating the IPD mission fine. He's got a 7-star IPD. So, it's not like he needs him for anything else, really, in my opinion. So let's keep filtering down. We're on Empire right now, so let's check out the Ewoks. Why not? Worth a little look. Got him good enough to get the Ewok. It did the same thing that I did. Got all the solid 5 up to gear 11. Can use him for a couple of other side teams too. Nice. Hey, what's up, Sean? How's it going, brother? Alright, so First Order. I think that was one of them. Okay, you got solid First Order. The one thing I do see in your First Order, though, definitely want to get regular Kylo Ren up to at least gear 11. The regular Mass Kylo Ren, he's more of the engine than First Order officers in that team, because every time he does that AoE, he's giving the whole team turn meter up under Crew's lead too. So Kylo Ren to gear 11, it's a pretty big one that stands out to me right there. Don't need any of the Zetas really. I mean, if I had to pick one or the other, I would pick Kylo Ren Zeta over First Order Stormtrooper, but that's just my opinion. Depending on what comp you run for your First Order team, I noticed your officer, or I'm sorry, your pilot's in there, so It's more of a solid offensive team too, so I see that too as well. I've got 9 total, counting daggers right here, and yours is one of them, Sean. So stay tuned. We got First Order there. Let's look at Galactic Republic. She's got Padme. She got both Zetas. She's probably on her way to Gear 12 too, so wouldn't be surprised to see her go up to Gear 12. Yeah. You've been slowly building the Padme team while you were waiting for her to come back too. Very smart move. I'm sending you the invite right now, Ryla. Alright, so, sorry about that. Yeah, you'll get those, Dagger. You'll get those quick. Everything needs like stun guns or stun guns and golden eyeballs or the super Mark V stun guns. Like, so you got that Padme team rock and rolling. Very nice. Thanks, Ryloth. Alright, let's keep it going down the list here. The Geos. Yeah, taking these two up to Gear 12 there. Potentially the second Zeta on Brood Alpha down the road. It's not a necessity right now. I'd rather you save the 2 for Malik again. And at least get them to Gear 12. And it'll help your TB and your GACs a lot more there too as well. Alright, so Assault Troopers, don't care about Jawas. Let's look at Jedi real quick. Yeah, nice jar for sure. A solid Jedi. If I could gear 2 of these guys here, I would want to gear probably your Hermit Yoda and your Juhani. Your Juhani can fit in with your Jedi. Hermit Yoda's still pretty useful even without his Zetas. Goes pretty fast too, so if I had to pick 2 Jedi for you to gear, Juhani and Hermit Yoda, they give you more flexibility because Juhani can go in your Karth team and L3 can go somewhere else. Or Juhani can go into another Jedi team or your Jedi Knight Revan team and give the Jedi Old Republic speed bonus to Jedi Knight Revan. So, especially if Jedi Knight Revan's the leader. And then if I could pick a third one too, Barriss, but she does need the Zeta, so that's a little bit more down the road. It's not a must-have Zeta, but it's an extra filler character. You know, Barriss works in a lot of different columns. Barriss even works in the Padme team too as well, so something to think about down the road again too. Just nitpicking, seeing certain things that you might want to work on down the road a few months ahead of time. You know, give you some more things to think about long term. We skipped your Night Sisters, no? Jedi, okay, Night Sisters. I know they look solid. I saw Gear 12 Spirit. Oh yeah, you got the Core 5 Gear 12. That's all that matters. Talia for the raids, you're good. Maybe the Zeta on Old Daka. Zeta on Old Daka down the road too. If you want to take one of the Night Sisters up to Gear 13, Daka would be the first one in my opinion. She just gains that ridiculous amount of health. I'm sure you've seen the film on that one too, Dagger. Old Republic. Yeah. So you got the powerhouse part of that Karth team down. Karth to gear 12 down the road. Again down the road. And then Juhani gear 12 down the road. She can fill up that Karth team for you, or you can keep all three there and put Juhani with your Jedi, either or. She could substitute tank too as well. Okay. So get your Phoenix. I'm sure you got good ships for them, so solid. Gear 10. Most of them better than mine, I'd say. Look at Rebels. Oh yeah, it's all about where you put the stun guns and just micromanaging your stun guns. I like to save up like 2 or 3 of them before I decide where I'm going to spend one. That way, if I kick myself down, I still have 2 more or something like that, you know what I mean? At least banking 2 of them. You got the pieces that matter. That's the most important thing to me. I would never tell you to gear up a character for a ship because I don't believe in that concept at all. So not a lot of fluff too from those characters, not a lot of ship GP. It's good to see there. Let's look at resistance. How's everybody think of Dagger's roster so far? I'm gonna give it a little 1 out of 5. What do you guys think in the chat so far? Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up too, please, for me. Really helps with monetization. Well, there's no monetization, but it helps with the algorithm on YouTube to help get our roster reviews out more to the public. So solid resistance. I've been thinking about taking gear. Oh wow, you even kept the Zeta on him too. Yeah, Dagger will be able to answer that for you. Yeah. 4, 5. Dark Stanley, what's going on? Dagger, what's your GP? Why don't you tell everybody real quick there? Alright, so resistance solid. What I was going to say was I was considering taking Finn up to gear 12 here potentially down the road. Again, another down the road thing. You can easily use a 4-man team with JTR, R2, BB-8, and Finn. It's a good solid team for Grand Arena, a 4-man team. NR Wilson, if you want to do your roster review, just go jump onto the Discord. Here, I'll pull it up real quick. Just go on the Discord, and then you go here to where the roster reviews are in the Takedown Games Cantina. It's on the Discord there, so if you want to get a roster review, just go post your GG down there, and we'll go ahead and look at that. If you wanted to donate anything through PayPal or Patreon, in the link in the description of the video below too, we'll push that a little bit ahead too of the roster reviews too. So if you'd like any donations or anything like that too, again, I really appreciate you guys. Gruffalo, what's going on, my man? Torn Jacks, what's going on, guys? Okay. Alright, so let's go back here. Again, resistance solid. You don't need to see Rogue One. Scoundrels. Let's look at Scoundrels. Everybody new walking into the room, make sure you hit that thumbs up for me too, alright, you guys? Sweet, alright, NR Wilson. So we got about 11 roster reviews tonight now, including the one we're doing, of course. Gear 13 Nest. Oh, it's so nice, Dagger. I'm so jealous. I was thinking about doing her next myself. Oh, I see that. So you got 2 resistance teams out of that too. That's pretty cool, Dagger. And Finn's Zeta's not bad. Like, it's still good, it's just not the same, and it kind of, like, breaks my heart a little bit. But I'm glad to see you're still getting some use out of it, man. That's what's up. But that Gear 13 nest, though, can I have her? I'll give you my Gear 12 nest. Yeah, Django, he's really fast, and I mean, even if he's not the leader, having him in that boss team when he gets that contract plus 50 speed, that's huge. He starts going like crazy. So maybe taking Django up to Gear 11 if you want to round up any of these bounty hunters down the road. Zam's pretty easy to gear too, and she's one of the fastest characters in the game too. So if you think about putting a bounty hunter team together, either boss or Django lead, consider getting Zam geared up for that team too as well. The ideal team to me, you can go either Bosk or Bosk or Django lead, obviously, and then going for that, I would go with Boba, Dengar, and Zam. I'm working on that team myself too. It's what everybody's been calling the Van Seal team in the community, so very interesting team there too. I'm really excited to get it going. My Zam under Django lead goes over 300 speed on top of my Bosk and Django, so it's really annoying. And I've even had like one of my last opponents in GAC the last round, he was like, you have some wicked fast bounty hunters. And I mean, I've seen faster, but I do try and get them pretty speedy, so. But not seeing anything I don't dislike here. New Gunray, geared New Gunray for GOTB sooner than later, I'd say. I just put the Zeta on New Gunray today, and he's only Gear 11, so been having some fun with him so far. Yeah, Resistance, it's still different. I mean, like, it can still turn pretty south. Like, it's not a crazy turn meter gain lead anymore, but if you go in there with the wrong team, you can get raffle stomped. Alright, let's look at Separatist. Yeah, all the screenshots you sent me, Dagger, I like all those teams. I wouldn't tweak any of them. I mean, especially with your roster and where you're rounding things up at, makes total sense. Oh yeah, Newt's so underrated. That's why I put the Zeta on him at Gear 11, because I not only plan on taking him to Gear 12, but I plan on using him in a kind of makeshift Separatist team, kind of like what you use in Day 1. So instead of Grievous lead, just the Separatist droids, potentially taking Droidica out, or IG-100, one of the droids, and putting in Dooku. Really nasty team there, and then you can still build a Grievous nuke team with that. So, and then you have your Geos. But yeah, just keep getting the stars on V1 and Droidica. At some point or another, you're gonna have to take all these guys to Gear 12. That's just my opinion. And some of them Gear 13, maybe even down the road. Unless we get a level cap increase, these guys' stats just aren't enough to clear some of these missions, you guys. Yeah, 16 teams is a lot, but it's better to have a short-term goal or a long-term goal than a short-term goal. So you're aiming for something, you're going in, you're gonna go get it. And I know Dagger stays focused too, so just keep staying focused, buddy. You got this, man. I know you got this. And depending on what drops for light side GOTV, then, you know, we'll shift our little farming plan accordingly, or what to gear plan accordingly. Who knows, troopers, you might get those done really quick, so we won't have to worry about putting those on the back burner again. That's the main thing, in my opinion. Let's look at your Sith. I'm sure they're just fine. Yep, Gear 13 Darth Revan, Fallen Bastila, getting ready for Malik to come back. Consider taking Marauder to 13. I just took mine to 13 like 2 weeks ago. I love it. I don't drop out of the top 10 if I leave my Sith Empire team in overnight. Couldn't have asked for a better team, and, you know, just put a bunch of offense on him, barely any speed. He's going like 220 speed, Marauder's still hitting like a truck. And, you know, you were the one who encouraged me to get him geared up, so I gotta say thank you for, you know, directing me to gear that Marauder up to Gear 13, so. Yeah. No, it makes sense. I mean, After GAC came out and they expect you to put 8 teams down, how do they expect you to not put down teams that'll get soloed or 60 plus banners? Like, and then how do they expect you to put down 8 solid teams and still have enough for offense? It's an arm twister if you ask me. But yeah, very solid Sith, of course. Again, Dooku, GOTB, gear, of course. Alright, let's keep looking here. Also, Dagger 2, is there any mods you want me to look at, or anything with your mods in general you had any questions about? Oh, Ryloth, if you want to donate, there's a link for PayPal in the description of the video below. And then there's also a link on the Discord too that says PayPal/Patreon, so you can either donate through PayPal or Patreon as well. Sith Empire solid. Don't care about Sith Assassin. You're not going to want to take Trooper up to gear 13. He's just going to die anyways, so. Thank you, Dagger. Dagger, if you could, would you be able to drop the PayPal and, well, just the PayPal link into the chat too? I'd really appreciate it, brother. Dagger, do you want me to look at your mods too? Because I'm going to look at them anyways. Yeah, hit that thumbs up, you guys. Make sure you smash that like button, alright? I appreciate it, Ryloth. Thank you, brother. So, are you looking for more speed secondaries, or... Let's see what we can do here. Let's filter first. Speed secondaries. Sort by speed. Thank you, Dagger. I appreciate it, brother. Come on, GG. Okay. It looks like we got our filters and everything. It's 25 speed cross, nice. Got a lot of solid 22s, 23s. That 25's nice too, brother. Nice speed. All your speed mods are in the right places. A little extra speed on Stormtrooper Han. I did something kind of similar myself like that too. The offense arrow, and it has 20 speed secondary, and it's my fastest speed secondary arrow for sure. So I like seeing that. Tunes we've neglected, like what, like characters you want to take up to like gear 11 and gear 12? Ooh, that 20 on Captain Han could go 60. I see what you're saying. Okay. Still a lot of great speed, brother. A lot of 6E mods too. Really nice. You definitely out 6E mod me, that's for sure. We just got Gruffalo and Ryloth Leku joining the Discord server, so thank you for joining the Discord, you guys. Yeah, I'm really liking your speed mods, that's for sure, Dagger. Alright, so let's go back to characters, because you're looking for characters that we're neglecting, so... We kind of skimmed through everything, had a little bit of an idea. So we'll go to the bottom again, and then we'll see what stands out as we go up to the top. Oh, I see. That's a great idea, Dagger. Captain Han's mods are going to be Malik's mods. Nice. Okay. Alright. I know, really nice mods, right? Like, right, Gruffalo? So let's scroll to the top. Yeah, a lot of really good 16 mods. A lot of good speed, a lot of good offense. I saw a couple of those. Yeah, that's right. Get some freedom, get to come hang out with the boys and talk shop, right? I know you want to finish that base Malbus. Could farm him on his hard note, but that's if he's in your hard note farming. I remember you were telling me he was, but might have put it down. In my opinion, you've got all the right characters. Yeah, just the Sept droids, really. I mean, Sept droids. Definitely regular masked Kylo Ren. At least get him to gear 11 and throw some speed on him, because then he'll just generate a bunch of turn meter for your first order team, and it'll make your first order team that much better. You don't have to put the Zeta on him either. The Zeta makes him that much more survivable, but they still heal a lot of health and protection just under crew lead. So definitely Kylo Ren to gear 11 at least, because I saw your crew is gear 12, but the rest of your first order is gear 11, so it's still a solid defensive team. But if you take Pilot out and put regular mass Kylo Ren in, that'll help that team a lot more for sure. And then another one, definitely Dooku. Get him at least to gear 11. You're going to want him to get him gear 12. He's super squishy right now, mine. Let me pull my Dooku up here real quick. So he's got 3 pieces halfway to gear 12, 18,000 health. Not enough. Could make him faster, but I try to make him more tanky. So he's got 36k protection, and when he gets that Zeta and a little more gear, he's gonna have a lot more protection. So he's gonna be generating a lot of protection. They're not gonna be able to get through it. It's gonna help a lot. Maybe then at that point I'll speed him up a little more, or just load him up with potency. I'm not 100% yet, but just showing you where his stats are now. So you definitely want to get him up, geared up higher. Gear 12 potentially for GOTV with a Zeta. Oh yeah, super squishy. He needs that Zeta. We just got a $2 donation on Patreon too from it says Joshua Carter. So thank you very much, Joshua Carter. Thank you very much. All the donations go back to our bills. So you guys supporting me and my family. Thank you very much, you guys. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions too for your donations, you just go ahead and oh, Ryloth. Okay, thank you very much for the donation, Ryloth. If you have any questions or anything too, drop them in chat, man. I'd be more than happy to help. Alright. And again, Django Gear 12. Throw some 6E mods on him. Get him going really fast. Your bounty hunter team's at a whole nother level. So, get the Geos to Gear 12. Gonna start working on the Grievous team here after Troopers are done. And then let's go Bounty Hunters. I like Bounty Hunters. They're a solid team for GAC. Majority of GOTB. And then Kylo Ren and Grievous. I mean, you can get Grievous going on his own now, but those are the pieces that really stand out to me. Definitely don't forget about new gun rate too. His gear's really easy. Like if you go and get new gun rate past gear 8, you'll see how quickly he'll get up to gear 11. Really quick on the gear. And then the Zeta makes him that much better of a character too as well. So you got a couple of Zetas long term and short term. You know, think GOTB. Keep running the teams you've been running in the Sith raid. I'm sure you scored very well in the Sith raid. And then you know, if you want to talk more about your mods or which mods you want to slice up in the future, I know you're doing very well with your mods too. I could even probably take a lesson or two from you about mods. I always love hearing people's farming strategies and how they decide to slice what or anything about mods in general. I love talking mods, so trying to cut in line on the roster review. Okay, Ryloth. Well, since you just donated, we'll go ahead and we'll start. Dagger, if you have any questions or if you want to follow up and look back at your roster maybe in like a month or so, or if you want to follow up in a couple weeks, you can easily re-add your roster to the Discord. I mean, you run the thing for God's sake, so when you want your next roster review, just post it in there and make sure you let me know, okay, brother? Great roster too, by the way. Shout out to your guild too, Frozen and Carbonite. Hanging out with Fallen Tits McVenom over there. Alright, so let's go over here. So since Ryloth Leku just cut in line, we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, but Clone Troop 211 is a $20 Patreon, so we're going to do Clone Troop 211's roster first since he donates $20 a month to the channel. We'll do that, and then after that we'll go with Ryloth since he donated the $2. And then we'll go ahead and then start down the list again, okay, you guys? Clone Troop 211, are you out there, my man? If you're out there, say something in chat. If you want me to look at anything specific too, thank you so much for being a Patreon, Clone Troop 211. If you have any questions or anything specific you want me to look at, just let me know. We'll just start sorting through this while we're waiting for you in the chat, my man. Oh, Ray Rock, you did not just do that, bro. Ray Rock just donated $50. Thank you so much, Ray Rock. I love you, you beautiful man, you. I'm sorry if you didn't want that public or not, but thank you very much, Ray Rock. Thank you so much, brother. Ray Rock, you just paid my internet for this month. Thank you so much, brother. God bless you, man. I don't know if you're religious or not. I don't mean to offend, but thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Ray Rock, you're going to give me a heart attack, man. God. Alright, slicing some mods, watching and listening. Okay. So we'll look straight at mods right away. Ray Rock, where are you at? Ray Rock, I love you, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, brother. yeah, I want to set something that's more private. If you guys want to do more private things for the patrons, especially. Right now we only have 2 of the patrons, and we'll work on some more, maybe bi-weekly or monthly one-on-one shops. But the patrons, as of right now, if you guys ever have any time or any questions, we can set up a meeting or one-on-one time where we can talk for an hour or so. If you have any questions, we can, get into a little debate, a little back and forth, whatever you'd like to do at the time for the patrons exclusively. You just let me know a time and a place, or when's best for your schedule, and I'll let you know when's best for mine, and we'll go from there, you guys. Until we can set something a little more official up, we'll have to talk more about that one too, Dagger. We'll see if we can get like a bi-weekly or monthly Patreon workshop going. That way we can get these guys some extra tips and stuff like that all outside of the streams too as well. Anything you're seeing I'm missing? My mods are okay at the moment. Okay, so let's just go ahead and I like to do this right here. We'll just go, and instead of sorting through all the characters, we'll go all the way to the bottom of the roster and see if anything stands out from there, and then we'll go and sort through our tabs right there too as well. Okay. Embo's a really fun bounty hunter for me. I really like Embo. That's more of like a raid team. Like if you get Embo and a good separate 2 bounty hunter teams, you don't have Orsing, but if you have like Embo, Cad Bane, Greedo, Bosk, and then either Boba or Django, you can run that in phase 1 of the Sith raid. Just something fun I like with that right there too. Oh man, Ragnar the Red just became a $5 Patreon. Thank you so much, Ragnar. I really appreciate it, brother. Oh man, you guys are showing me so much love tonight, man. Thank you guys so much. I'm sweating over here, and it's like 69 degrees in this house. I'm sweating over here, you guys. Woo, man. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all your support, man. Thank you guys so much. God. Anything I'm missing? Hey, thanks, Dagger. I appreciate you, brother, man. You work so hard on my Discord server, man. I can't thank you enough, brother. I was thinking of bounty hunters, so I can place 2 bounty hunter teams in GAC. Yeah, I like to do that too a little bit, or at least have one for offense, one for defense. You can stretch out 2 different teams like that too as well. Yeah, right? Man, hopefully after these next months go, or these next couple hours go by, maybe I might go up to the store before it closes up and grab a cold one, guys. It's been a couple weeks since I had a nice frosty beer. Mrs. is out hanging out with some of her girlfriends out by their mom's pool and everything, so it's nice to have the house nice and quiet. The apprentices went to bed nice and easy. He's had a long week of daycare, so his first week of daycare was a little rough, but he did it like a champ, guys. Alright, so let's get back focused here. Let's see here, 2 bounty hunter teams you were mentioning. I can show you real quick here. Let's go back to the top and we'll just start filtering, because a lot of these Gear 13s are just driving me bonkers here, Clone Troop. That is a lot of Gear 13 I'm seeing right now. Probably at least like 10 or 15 off the top of my head. Hey, Ryloth, you rock, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. I know, right? I was like, you want me to come? I'll bring the baby. And she was like, no, you got to put him to bed. And I was like, fine, I guess I'll stream then. Whatever. Just hang out with my boys. Alright, so let's look at this here real quick. I'll show you what I got going on here. Bounty hunters. So my bounty hunters aren't wow, but again, they're fast, right? So like we'll show Django, for example, 260 mods. And then we've got 283 speed right there. So before his lead, he'll get right over 300. Same thing here. Let's show Greedo. Loaded him up with a bunch of crit chance. Could still slice up some of his mods too. So we've got him over, what is it? Where's that crit chance? Right there. 106% crit chance. So he's just tapping over and over and over. And then a little bit of love here and there from all these guys. It's just getting Cad Bane and Zam those last 4 pieces to get them up to gear 12 as well, but keep putting them on the back burner again too. So Bosk of course, speed and tenacity, crit damage triangle too. So he's running 192% crit damage, 289 speed. So he's taunting, he's running fast. Tenacity over 100% too. So yeah, Clone Troop, man, super cracking over here. No, there's no way super cracking. He's just probably hyper focusing the right pieces in the right gear. So with gear 12, our finishers going free to play so quick. Everybody's jumping on him right away. Yeah, brother. Hey, Dagger, we got to go ahead and put Sean the Ragnar Red Kelly. We've got to put him in the Patreon chat there for the exclusive Patreons. And then if you'd like to, we can go ahead and we'll do this here. Sean will go ahead and make you a moderator there too. And then Sean, just keep spamming those invites, brother, and then keep inviting people out to the Discord and to the YouTube channel. So we can go ahead and get more roster reviews going. We can help the guildies out, and we can help out some more people there too as well. B5, it's a new name I haven't seen before. B5, welcome. What's going on, my man? Alright, so let's go back to Clone Troops roster here. Oh, here, one more thing I wanted to show actually. It was Zam speed. 285 speed. So definitely goes pretty fast. Alright. Clone Troop, I'm about to have to start looking to see what you're going to take up to Gear 13 next, because got a lot of Gear 13s, buddy. Alright. Sorry, I had to look over there at some personal DMs real quick on Discord there. Yeah, Zam's really easy to get up to like 280 speed. Taking her up to gear 12 with some 60 mods, definitely easy to get her up to 700 speed. And then with Django or Bosk lead, oh man, she is wicked, guys. Alright, so Clone Troop, what do you want me to see? Like what teams what characters you want to take up to like gear 12? Do you want to maybe figure out a couple more gear 13s? You got a lot of gear 12s here, my man. Because I know right off the top of my head, I mean, gear the bounty hunters are pretty simple, especially at this lower tier guild. You said you want to work on bounty hunters, so let's just look at them all real quick. Okay, so some solid pieces still. I mean, you got most of them at gear 11. Taking Aura and Embo to gear 11 for sure. If I had to pick any of these to work on, I would say get Zam to gear 12. And then you already have the team that you want, really. I mean, you can go either Boba or Bosk lead. And then if you do Bosk lead, Zam's more survivable. If you give her the Zeta under Bosk lead, she's even more survivable. But I wouldn't recommend a Zeta right now unless you're okay with spending a Zeta on Zam. She would definitely be the only one I'd put a Zeta on out of all of your bounty hunters other than Django's unique. Boba gains a lot of protection back on his own, especially having bounty hunters resolve. Yeah, and then taking her up to gear 12, giving her a Zeta if you want to give her a Zeta. And then, so going from there, we'll just put this together real quick here. So, if you're gonna make two teams, you want one solid, and then you want another one that's kind of gonna just be a pain, really, right? So, both Embo and Orasing lead. They both offer counter chance and health steal, but Embo, his leader, it offers a little bit more, right? So, the Zeta adds when a bounty hunter ally scores a critical hit during their turn, they gain offensive up. So, like, really what that does is it doesn't sound that crazy, but with Embo's lead, it's 50% health steal and 50% counter chance. So they're countering a lot, they're stealing health back a lot, and the more double taps you can get, the more health they're going to steal back, right? So the ideal 5 team, and again, you can go either Django or Bosk lead. Make Bosk, Django, and Zam as fast as you can without pulling any of your really crazy mods. And then your second team can be Embo lead, Orasing, Greedo, Cad Bane, and IG-88. That's a team that I've been working on and then kind of testing. You know, I have the Zeta on Orasing's lead, so she has the stealth mechanic, and then it turns Cad Bane into kind of like a pseudo tank, so you can just load Cad Bane up with protection and not give him a speed arrow. You give him a protection arrow and give him a bunch of survivability. Give him a little bit of potency too to get his stun going. And then once they're doing multiple taps, like Greedo, if he shoots somebody for like 3, 4, 5 hits, he's going to get 100% health right back up. Embo's taking back-to-back turns when he's critting. So if you were going to do 2 Zetas for the bounty hunters, I would do Zam, and then you could either pick Embo lead, just to give yourself that extra edge for the offense up, and then a separate bounty hunter team, or you can go all in and put a third Zeta on the Bosk or Django lead team, giving Django that Zeta unique. Prevents people from reviving too, so that doesn't sound wow, but preventing revive is a big wrench in somebody's plan there. And again, I'll show you guys my bounty hunters here real quick too. So I have both Zetas on Orasing, and I've played around here a few times. Once the Sith Raid comes up, I put a team together. I'll show you my squads for Sith Raid here. So for Sith Raid here, what I do is I run this team with Orasing, Dengar, Django, IG-88, and Enfys Nest. They're my more durable bounty hunters. They get the health steal from Or's lead, and then they all gain stealth except Nest. So just keeps going. It's nasty. Clone Troop, any feedback so far? What are you thinking about the plan for the bounty hunters? Anything like that? The Nev, what's up, brother? Yeah, Oro, Django, Nest, Zam. I just like bounty hunters like Bosk like that together, really. I mean, like, Bosk and Django's speed complement each other so well. First gear 13, nice. Congratulations, Nev. Clone Troop, any any comments or any thoughts on what you want to do with the bounty hunters? Or would you want to invest in them a little bit more like that? Okay. In game, looking at them now. Yeah, again, Zam's speed, easy to get up there. And if I had to pick two teams, I would want Boba and Django together. I like Django's lead because it gives the speed right away. But if you can make the team survive long enough, then Bosk lead will give him plus 50 speed, and it's easier to fill his contract too on Bosk's lead. Yeah, see, if you have a full set on her, she's ridiculous. Like, just give her a couple of teens, you know, 10, 15 speed mods. Yeah, I see the 2 speeds right there. And even still, let's look at her speed there. She's at 250 speed right now, and she's missing 2 speed mods. So if you give her just 2 plus 10 speed mods, and then she's already got the primaries for speed, so she won't get any extra speed, but she'll be at 270 speed right there. And then you put her under Django lead, she's at 300 speed. Maybe even potentially look at changing her crit chance triangle to like crit damage or offense, just to give her a little extra push. Could give her like a protection cross and protection circle. It'll make her a little more survivable too as well. Yeah, Gear 13 Jolie Bindo would be annoying, especially at the lower tier where Pom Pom Tastic's account's at. Argleege 2H8, what's going on? Just got Gear 13 DACA today. Congratulations. Yeah, Dagger and a couple other people have been telling me that they were really underwhelmed with Gear 13 Raid Han, but I mean, he's just awesome. Yeah, so Ryloff, if you were gonna spare Zeta on any of these bounty hunters, if I could recommend one, you need another leader. So I mean, getting Aura Singh and Embo up to Gear 11, so you have 2 solid teams, and then maybe giving Embo his lead. If not, I would give it to Zam and make that investment in that 5-man team for now. Have a solid 5-man team for now, and then we can stretch them out later on down the road. Let's go back to all your characters. And then see again if anything stands out. Again, I've been playing with the bounty hunters now for a few months, so I've been potentially thinking about who I'm going to take up to Gear 13. Django's right up there on the list for me. I really like Django Fett at Gear 12, so I can't imagine he'd disappoint me at Gear 13 with his speed especially. Again, yeah, I also heard GMY was pretty underwhelming. You know, I heard GMY was, you know, only really good because of his speed, so I see you're getting ready for the clones there too. You got some Gear 12 clones. Yeah. I mean, I would just stay focused and keep doing what you've been doing so far, Clone Troop. Alright, so yeah, overall I'm not seeing any Zetas you're missing. I'm not seeing any characters you're missing. We still don't know where Shock T is going to be farmed at, so I'm not going to tell you to start gearing her up yet, especially how lower star level is. Probe Droid's really good. Probe Droid Gear 11. Gear 12 Kira, wow. Gear 13 Droidica. Oh, he's got a full Gear 13 GG team. Can you Clone Troop 2-on-1? Have you beaten the Akla yet? Got close last time. Well, potentially maybe gearing up the geos a little bit more than, you know, hyper focusing the content that we know is good right now. Okay. That was cool. Trying to go for a while. I'll tell you why later. Just stay out here and play some games for a bit. Yeah. Everybody's been really nice tonight. Doing roster reviews and looking over stuff for everybody. Mrs. just got home from work too. Well, not from work, but from the little Mrs. hangout session with her friends there, so. Could put a second Zeta on crew there. God, you got them little murder bears all decked out. Oh, the Zeta on Nuke Gunray really helps with the day 1 mission too as well. Babe Dagger says hi. She says hello, Dagger. Yeah, another thing that'll really help with the accolade too is Geo Soldier, Poggle, and Geo Spy. They have no health steal, even though you got them at gear 12. So making sure that they have those left side pieces with the health steal on them is really important. If not, I mean, I've seen even Mandalore had all 5 of the Geos gear 13 and still lost it. So it's still a strategy, but what about Watan Bor, Clone Troop? Did you get the Watan Bor mission done too? So many gear 12s, it's like a sea of gold. Yeah, if Pom Pom Tastic had a gear 13 Bendu, nobody's gonna beat that. Unless they had an Annihilate, but you just put some teams down to draw out their Triumvirate right away. Alright, so overall, let's see what we decide on here. Get a pen. Oh man, Clone Troop. Did you get the same thing that happened to me? Like you got Shock T at the end and then 2 ARC Troopers? I got raffle stomped, dude. Alright. My GG team was 2 clones away from 4 out of 4 on the final. Oh man, that's awesome, brother. I'm sure he'll get there the next time. You just in a little bit of health mods or something like that. I don't even know how long I've been going for right now. Sorry, Clone Troop, I'm just making a couple more notes real quick too there. Dang, yeah, bro. That sucks, man. I hate Shock T on that freaking Watt Tambor mission. I hope it's not like that next time. Yeah, they're fun. Huh? Right before I put him to bed. Alright, so Hoda, Zam. Alright, so clone troop overall here I got, since your mods are good, I would say if you're gonna have 2 Zetas there. Oh my goodness. We just got another $50 donation from Charles Daughtery. Thank you so much, Charles. Oh my goodness. Charles, thank you so much for the donation, man. If you need anything, you just let me know. Go ahead and put your roster review in the Discord too. Message me on Discord, and then we'll get you bumped up into the chat right there too. We'll get you going after this review right here for Clone Troop. All right. Thank you so much, you guys. It's been one hell of a night, man. You guys are showing me so much love, man. TGIF, man. Thank you guys so much. It's 69 degrees in this house and I'm sweating liquid fire right now. Oh man. Yeah, if you guys donate anything through the PayPal too, just make sure you message Dagger. We'll get you guys squared away. We'll get you set up in the Patreon chats too there as well. Aw, Clone Troop, bro. You're spoiling me, dude. Thank you so much, Clone Troop. Thank you so much, CT211. Oh man, we'll have a new intro here coming in too for you guys for all the new donations. We'll get some new artwork going for the beginning of the streams too, so we'll make sure we get you guys in there. And if you donate again too, make sure you message Dagger too. Thank you so much, you guys, man. I can't thank you guys enough, man. You guys are paying the bills. You guys are taking this to a whole new level for me. Thank you so much, you guys. So, Clone Troop right here, we got a couple of short-term, long-term plans here. So for the bounty hunters, we're gonna take Aura Singh and Embo to gear 11. We got 2 Zetas here we can spend right now. Want you to do the second Zeta on crew just so he's got the auto taunt. Very helpful with that auto taunt there. And then if you wanted to pick a bounty hunter Zeta too, you can either do Zam Zeta. If you do the Zeta on Zam, make sure you get her to gear 12. And then same goes for Embo. If you're gonna get him up to gear 12, do the Zeta lead. Or if you're gonna replace Embo with Zam, then do the lead on his the Zeta on his unique. It keeps him from being critically hit, and it is completely annoying under a boss team. So there's 2 little tips there for you. 2 characters again I would like to see, well, 1 character I would like to see you get up to gear 12 too is Hermiota. Hermiota is a great piece of gear 12. A couple extra 6E mods give him a lot more speed, makes him a lot more faster in the Jedi Knight Revan teams too for offense, or just plugging him in wherever you want to. You want him fast and spreading all those heals and master's trainings as fast as possible. So a couple extra gear pieces and getting him up to gear 12 will get some 6E mods on him, make them a lot faster there. And then looking forward, if I had to pick one piece to take up to gear 13, I would say like Enfys Nest. Take Enfys Nest up to gear 13. She's a great standalone piece, and I feel like you'd get a lot of benefit out of her just taking her alone up to gear 13. Or if you want to take a team to gear 13, your next team, I see you're hyper focused on your droids and your Sith Empire team. I figured since you already have 2 solid dark side teams at gear 13, You could go ahead and do the Padme team, get the Padme team up to gear 13. I feel like they're not only going to be necessary for the light side GOTV, but you'll have an advantage on that, and it'll be another helpful Darth Rev encounter having that team up to gear 13. It depends on who you run as your 5th to. If it's C3PO, you already got him at gear 13, I believe you do. Let me see here. Where's our 3PO at? It's a little bit down here more, I think, then. Yeah, 3PO. The Zeta wait for me too on 3PO. That's another possible Zeta there for you. So taking the Padme team up to gear 13, so that way you have a full light side gear 13 team ready to go for GOTV. And then if you don't want to do the Padme team, Night Sisters have been great on gear 13 too as well. Gear 13 Night Sisters have been really painful for a lot of people, especially if you get the Zeta on Dako, which I believe you already have. Let's go back and look at that one more time. Okay, and then that's another potential Zeta for you, so 4 or 5 potential Zetas for you down the road. Yeah, Gear 13 Kenobi, he can take a lot of hits, and especially under Padme lead. And then you got to think too, Gear 13 Kenobi, Negotiator's coming out too, so having the Negotiator ready to go at Gear 13, ugh, it'd be nasty. It'd be really fun there. So a lot of quick things we noticed there, and you know, there's plenty of Zetas that we could do, of course, but I don't want to overload you with Zetas. I want you to be able to have some saved up if you like to save your Zetas too as well. Yeah, C3PO's second Zeta is garbage, but he doesn't have wait for me, so wait for me is pretty important there as a Zeta. Ah, I see. Yeah, I mean, and if you like to hoard a couple of Zetas, I'm okay with that too. If you like to hoard 2 or 3 and see what's coming next, I'm okay with you hoarding a couple of Zetas. Just a couple that I noticed that I pointed out be really helpful for some more of your Grand Arenas, or you know, making your team comps a little bit faster, like your bounty hunters, making them a little bit faster makes the world there. And yeah, if you have any questions, Clone Troop, you just let me know. You're more than welcome to message me anytime, being a $20 Patreon, and all the donations you've sent my way, man. You message me anytime, any day, man. I got you, brother. 4 Zetas in the bank. Do you want to spend the 4 Zetas, Clone Troop? Because we can spend them today, right now. I know you're thinking GOTB for Darkseid right now. I've seen a few that we could just slap on real quick. If you want to spend those 4 Zetas, or if you want to hold those 4, I'm okay with either or. After we figure out what Clone Troop wants to do with his Zetas, we'll wrap up, and then we'll move over to Ryloth Leku's roster. Ryloth, you out there, my man? I'm going to step off real quick. We'll do a quick chair stream, and then Ryloth, you get ready to go. You let me know what you want to do in the chat. Can we move to Rye? Okay. Well, Clone Troop, if you have any questions, again, you just let me know. We'll move over to the chair stream for a moment, and then check back with you guys in just a moment. Okay, you guys? Make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me, and be right back over, alrighty? And Sean too, after Ryloth, it's Dan the Man. It's on the Discord server too, so that way you can go check it out. Chair stream. Alright, unfortunately the chair stream has to come to an end. Back to our regular scheduled program. Dagger, the missus can't review your roster. She doesn't know the game. Dagger wants you to review his roster. I just did it though. I just did it a minute ago. The Dagger missus said that you need to keep doing what you're doing, and you know what you're doing. And it's a nice roster, by the way. Alright. Let's scroll through the chat, see if we have any questions or anything real quick. Delete my goal. Dagger. Okay. Yeah, you walk speed Karth, yeah. Patreon jump the ladder? Yeah. Yeah, we can do that, Sean. Sean just became a Patreon, and he did bring a lot of people over to the Discord, so Roloth, we're gonna do yours after Sean, if that's okay. I hope you're upset about that, but $5 Patreon, $5 a month does outweigh the $2, so we gotta go do Ragnar's first. We want the chair. We want the chair. Ooh, Gear 12. Oh, and we just got a $10 donation from Brian McGee. Thank you very much for the $10 donation, Brian. Man, you guys are showing all the love tonight. Thank you guys so much, man. So rank 74, I'm sure you have no problem getting the first win you want to. Ryloth, I got you, brother, I promise. No, Sean, we're already doing yours. We're doing it and you're gonna like it. I love the Brute Alpha because it spawns the Brute Alpha, right? Or it spawns the Brute. And then that's another thing for them to kill, to just proc Grievous again. I like that a lot. You can potentially do that with Newt too. You can do that with Newt, and then Newt revives twice too, so that's pretty good. No, you're good, Ryloth. I appreciate your donation, man. Any donation's more than appreciated, regardless of the value, but he is a Patreon, so it's $5 a month, and it's gotta show the love to the Patreons too, right? Alright, so, Sean, what do you want me to look at specifically? While we're waiting for you to respond, we'll just go ahead and start skimming through the characters overall. Oh my goodness, look at all that gear 13. Look at all that gear 13. You got 11 and I haven't even scrolled down. 11 gear 13s and I haven't even scrolled down yet. Ray Rock. Alright, let's start scrolling down. Sean, you just let me know what you want me to look at, brother. I'm going to keep scrolling through the roster, okay? Oh my goodness, Gear 13 Stormtrooper Han. Overall review is fine. I run Newt with Dooku, Ventress, Savage. They all keep stealth forth to Savage. Oh wow, I like that a lot. I have a Zeta Savage myself, so I might use that. I might use that, Sean. Working on Treya. Gear 13 Zalbar and L3. So you got some really beefy tanks. And you're very focused too, so you're only gearing and leveling and starring what you're working on at a time, so I love that. You gotta gear up Thrawn. Even if he's 6 stars, he's still one of the fastest characters in the game. Alright. So we're waiting on Malik, it looks like. We got Darth Revan. Alright, So let's go, we'll start filtering. Very unique roster, Red, that's for sure. Oh, it's a Clone Troop 211, it's Geo Brute Alpha. So it'll auto spawn the Brute, so he's got 6 pieces on the board right away. And then the Brute will keep reviving. So it'll keep spawning Grievous to reset his cooldowns and get that turn going. It's nasty. I've even seen Brute Alpha in a couple of Darth Revan teams. So we'll look at Bounty Hunters. Obviously those guys are squared. Yeah, you got 2 solid Bounty Hunter teams if you'd like. Okay, let's look at clones. Oh yeah, very unique roster. Mark Garnett, what's up, brother? Dark Stanley, I know you've been hanging out. I don't know if I said what up, but what's up, Dark Stanley? Clones need some stars, but can easily get stars over time. You want to think about those guys for light side GOTB. Yeah, Scoundrels are pretty ruthless, man. They're the 3rd deepest faction in the game, so 3rd deepest faction in the game. Can't go wrong with that, and make a lot of teams with that, and the Bounty Hunters with other Scoundrels too. So, all right, so let's look at droids. We've seen those guys are amazing. You got a full Gear 13 Seppi team. You can probably even do the Grievous Nuke team too if you got both Zetas on T3. You definitely want to gear up C-3PO. R2, I'm okay if R2 doesn't have the gear because he's light side. I mean, he fits in a lot of teams, but without the Zetas, he's kind of just a droid that stands there, right? But Scoundrels and Seps are your jam. I see that, yeah. Even C-3PO, you're going to want him down the road anyways, especially for what pieces you have. C-3PO is just like one of those great plug-and-play characters, but you know, like Hermit Yoda or Wat Tambor, so getting some gear on him pretty good. Let's go down. Let's look at Empire. So you've got a lot of the right pieces. And again, Thrawn, out of all of these characters, you know, troopers are troopers. I mean, you don't need them, but you want them up to par to at least help your guild for, you know, IPD. But IPD is not a super must-have character in my opinion. He's just there. Yeah, C-3PO, definitely want to get him up for the Padme team. Great fit in Padme team, especially for the Darth Revan Mal encounters. You just got to give him a lot of speed and potency and watch him fly. Thrawn, though, again, let's look at your Thrawn real quick. If you can at least get him up to gear 11, you don't have to put any Zetas on him or anything like that. The triangle and the cross and the circle, I would just load him up with protection. He's really squishy right now, but you only put plus 50 speed on him, and if you get him up to gear 11, his speed will skyrocket. And then if you load him up with protection, triangle, cross, and circle, he'll have a bunch of protection and survivability, and he'll fit in just about any team you can, really. I mean, Fracture's huge. Fracture's probably one of the best debuffs in the game, and probably will be for a long time. So even at 6 stars, like I use my Thrawn on my alt account all the time at 6 stars because his speed is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, and I have no plus 20 speed mods or anything like that, and his speed's like almost 300, and then that's at 6 stars again. So let's go back. But yeah, I definitely want to see you gear up your Thrawn. Not worried about it if you get him to 7 stars or not right away. I mean, just having him is the main thing, and then getting that gear on him for sure. Your Ewoks, you got Ewoks because you got C-3PO in my opinion. Oh yeah, Thrawn, yeah. Thrawn was my first Gear 12 character. Thrawn was one of my first 10 Zetas for Ebb and Flow. Thrawn was the first character I put both right side of the Gear 12 Plus pieces on. I wanted to take him to Gear 13, but as a standalone character, I don't want him to be gear 13 right now, especially since I'm not using Chimera as much anymore. Yeah, I got him in the 290 range, and he fits in where he needs to fit in. Yeah, oh yeah, Thrawn's turned me to swap on a slower team, works great. Well, yeah, definitely Dagger, right? Like, you want your Thrawn to have a bunch of protection because he's not only regaining a bunch of protection, but that's a good way to get banners, you know what I mean? Banners for Grand Arena Championship. Yeah, Thrawn event was like a month and a half, 2 months ago, so he should be coming around the corner within like the next couple weeks. Same with Chimera. You know, first order, you got the Zeta Crew's lead, but it looks like we kind of slowed down on first order. You got the Gear 11 Kylo, I love that. Officers Gear 11. So with this team, all you really got to do is get the Stormtrooper, First Order Executioner, and Crew up to Gear 11. And then you don't really need to add any more Zetas to the team. Still be a sturdy team at Gear 11, and the Zeta Crew lead. Sturdy defensive team, you can throw it on your back wall and hope that your opponent doesn't have enough to trip on the back wall. Let's see here, and then it's also a great cleanup team too for Darth Revan Malak teams too as well. I mean, even at Gear 11, I wouldn't say it is, but it's a notable piece to work on. It's Galactic Republic. Thrawn is back, yeah. Okay, sweet. This month, yep, sweet. Thank you for dropping that in the chat, you guys. Thrawn will return in 13 days. Okay, sounds good. Sounds like I just start finishing up the rest of my resources to have all the stars on the Phoenix characters, but they're all like Gear 7, Gear 8. Like Ezra's the only Gear 9. So I'll do the Thrawn Torture event for you guys on stream for the alt account. And Galactic Republic looks solid. You're definitely missing Anakin though. You need the stars for Anakin. You need the stars on Anakin, and then, gosh, once you get the stars on Anakin, that he's the powerhouse of that team for sure. And we definitely need to get the stars on Ahsoka too, so start farming Ahsoka out of the Cantina store. Yeah, you need Padme with GK, and then Anakin, Ahsoka. Those four must have, yeah. Yeah, I see the substitution what you're using for right now, and that works fine. You just don't want to consume too many of your good pieces from your Jedi Knight Revan team later on when that comes down the road. But if it works for you right now, I'm not opposed to it at all. Just make sure you start getting the stars for Ahsoka now, because you can get that casually. And then the stars for Anakin, those will come over time. Just keep chipping away at them now while you can. Thank you for dropping the Patreon link in the chat too, Dagger. Alright, let's go ahead and go on past the Galactic Republic here. And he dropped the PayPal. Thank you very much, Dagger. Let's go here. Let's look at our Geos. Saw that Brood Alpha. Look at those guys. Nasty. And again, you just got to get that left side piece for the health steal on them. That'll help give them more survivability if you haven't already. Been even thinking about taking all these guys to Gear 13 down the road, but I think that's a bit of overkill, so I'm not going to recommend that. Alright, Geos, we saw our troopers already. Not worried about Jawas. Let's look at the Jedi. Since you hate Jedi so much, we need to figure out why we hate the Jedi. I see why. Well, we definitely need to get the stars on Jolie and Bastila. Got to get your Jedi Knight Revan going. So can't get Darth Malak without Jedi Knight Revan. So that's our primary target, in my opinion. Just going for Jedi Knight Revan, finishing those stars up there on those Jedis, yeah. Almost gear 13 spy. So you're just sticking with gearing the bugs to gear 13 for now? What character shards are you farming? Like are you farming Jolie? Are you farming Bastila? I saw gear 13 Zalbar. Geos, Jawas. We'll come back to Night Sisters there. Yeah, Old Republic, you got all the pieces. Mission, T3, Zalbar. Yeah, you just gotta get the stars for Jolie and Bastila, man. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, come join the Discord, Angerlead. So that's our main focus right now, in my opinion, Sean. Is that keep gearing up the Separatists if you want to keep gearing them. Just keep gearing them if that's how you want to do the Geos. I'm totally fine with you taking Spy up to gear 13. And then my focus would say to be starring up starring up Jolie, Bastila, and then getting them ready for that Malik event, because it's coming in a couple weeks. We know it's coming soon, and I'd rather see you, get Jedi Knight Revan, because I feel like they're going to have Jedi Knight Revan, Darth Revan, and then Darth Malik come out in that order, right? Because they sped up the cadence for Darth Revan's event and put him out earlier the second time around. And it was at the same iteration that Jedi Knight Revan came too, so I feel like in the 2-month span when Jedi Knight Revan, Darth Revan do come back, that's when Malik's going to come back too as well. So let's just get the stars on those guys. Let's get them all up to the 17.5 power level that you want to get them at. And let's rock and roll, man. Let's get these guys done and get Jedi Knight Revan for you. Alright, so let's go back to Night Sisters. Night Sisters are solid. Most of them gear 10, gear 11. So right now, stars, Bastila plus Jolie equals Jedi Knight Revan. Night Sisters. Sorry, just making some notes here, Sean. Oh, I know, I saw Candaris. We'll go back here real quick. I bet it's disgusting high, too. Oh my goodness, 7,412 physical damage. Wow. And he triple taps. Oh man, what is his basic he usually hit for, Sean? That's insane. Oh man, that's insane. The flat and percentage offense and crit chance that you got on that guy too. Oh man, that's nasty. Let's look at your Phoenix real quick. $40K. Oh my god, so he's hitting like 120K for all 3 triple taps. Wow. So you're in the same situation as me, like investing in these guys' gear for Thrawn. It's hard to invest the gear into it. If you had Kanan, it would be a little bit easier, but the armor shreds do help too, so. The speed on your boss, go check that too. Yeah, when it comes time to do the Thrawn event, we can get in touch a little bit more, and we'll talk each other through the Thrawn event. So I'm in the same boat as you, except I have Kanan and you have Sabine, so we'll both do our 7-star Thrawn together. My alt count needs Thrawn bad. 297. Nice, brother. And the funny thing is, too, is you could still make him even faster. Like, if you could find 2-speed primaries to replace his square and his diamond, you could probably put him over 300, no problem. And Django lead? Oh, wow. So, yeah, he's going like 330 speed. That's nasty. Very impressive, man. Very impressive. Yeah, Clone Troop, that's impressive too, man. On B1, that's insane. Yeah, me too, Nev. I can't wait to do the Malik stream too with you, brother. Alright. Yeah, me too, Dagger. Looks like your rebels. Yeah, the light side definitely hard. Ryloth. And so you got CLS. The Zeta binds all things on CLS for sure. And then the Zeta on Chewie too. The Zeta on Chewie and CLS will make... Oh, we need all three of those Zetas. Zeta, Rebel, Trio, CLS, Chewie. Okay. Sean, hey, no, I'm not mad. No worries, brother. Just saying the Zeta's on CLS, Han, Chewie, and then C-3PO's wait for me. Those 4 Zetas are pretty big too there. But those will help you a little bit there. If you want to hold them for Malik, hold them for Malik. I don't blame you. Just giving you a list of Zetas that you can do down the road. That way you have a short-term and a long-term plan at least. Okay. Yeah, definitely it binds all things first. I mean, that's the only one I have. And then I have learn control too, but I really wish I would have did it binds all things and then the leader if I was going to do 2. Resistance, so we're still looking for JTR, but she's not a must-have if you ask me. JTR is just another thing there. Hey, what's up, Paul? Welcome back, brother. We've been having a donation choo-choo train. Everybody's helping pay the bills, and I love this so much. You guys showed me so much love tonight. Thank you so much, you guys. Right, so we can worry about JTR later on. R2 can be in a Rebel comp team too as well. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Let's see these scoundrels. Yeah, Rebel maneuvers, right, Ray? Okay. Yeah, probably like another 20 minutes at that. I still got one more. Somebody else donated. Look at theirs too. Alright. Look at those scoundrels, man. Whole bunch of Gear 13s. This guy's got a scoundrel fetish. If you're gonna Gear 13 Zalbar, I hope you're gonna Gear 13 mission sooner or later, because that'll be a mean little combo right there. Oh man. But that's down the road for sure. Definitely down the road. Your scoundrels are beautiful, bro. Beautiful scoundrels. Said he also had a fix for his separatists, so let's see these guys. Oh yeah, extra fixed. You're gonna want that Zeta on Dooku down the road too there. B. Yeah. I bet Gear 12 or Gear 13 Stormtrooper Han's a beast. Okay. What's his speed marked at? Let me go look at that in a second. Oh, we just got another $15 donation from Paul from the Escape Podcast. Woo! Choo choo! Hop aboard the train. Choo choo! Thank you so much, Paul. Big shout out to the Escape Podcast. Paul, if you want me to look at your roster, if you want me to look at anything like that too, go ahead and drop your GG link over into the Discord. We'll check that out after Ryloff's roster review there if you'd like. Hey, come on, ride that train. Just ride it. Dark Stanley. Let's look at those Sith. I seen we're working on the Triumvirate too, so got both Treya Zetas, nice. Okay. Another cue card here. Run the speed arrow on GG, nice. Alright, so I think I got a pretty solid plan here. Just want to look over it a little bit more here. Hey, yeah, we can look at the mods, brother. I love mods, man. I got you. Yeah, see, that just averted all of my thought process here and what we're going to do here, so just want to look at one more thing before we give you a final game plan here. Red, do you want me to look at your mods too? Just let me know if you want to look at your mods or anything too, alright? Sith Empire. Okay. Okay, so we're not gearing anything right now. We're going to cross these out. Alright, so Sean, our new game plan here is get the stars for Jolie and Bastila, get them up to 7 stars. Then get them up to the 17, all of the characters for the Old Republic missions, get them up to the 17-5 mission. And then either you're going to want a Gear 12 Sith Trooper or Gear 13 Sith Marauder. And then you're going to want to put Zetas on all these 3 right here. You want the Zeta on Fallen Bastila, you want the 3 Zetas on Darth Revan, and then you want the 2 Zetas on HK, so that's 5 Zetas right there, and then plus 2 more for Malak, so that's 7 Zetas right there, right? Yeah, 5, 6, no, that's 8. Okay, so 3 on Darth Revan, 2 on HK, 1 on Basti, 2 on Darth Malak, so that's 8 Zetas you're going to need for that. So no Zetaing anything except Sith Empire characters. and then getting all the Old Republic / Sith Empire characters ready for the Darth Malak event. Get them over to 17.5, and then after that, moving forward, we'll make a new game plan. We'll touch base, and we'll come back to your roster in a couple weeks. Just want to get ready for Darth Revan and Darth Malak and Jedi Knight Revan for you. You need Jedi Knight Revan to get Darth Malak, so we got to get Darth Malak, so we need to get Jedi Knight Revan. Speed roll, double refresh those Bastila and Jolies if you can. Spend the ship in the regular energies. Yeah. But you need Jedi Knight Revan to unlock Darth Malak, so that's our plan for now. Yeah, that'd be good. I think my mods are okay at best. Okay, so we'll look for a couple of mods, see if we can find anything to slice up there. So yeah, Horde gear, get all those characters up. Finish Spy to 13 if you want to finish Spy to 13, but then after that, nothing but gearing the Old Republic characters. Gear up Bastila and Jolie. Get Fallen Bastila and Darth Revan to gear 12. And then, like I said, you don't have Marauder unlocked, so take Sith Trooper up to gear 12 as well. You're going to need him for your Darth Malak team. Yeah, Urz is streaming something with Vader or whatever, I don't know. I did see the first one he did. It was pretty funny, to be honest, but everything Urza does is funny. Yeah, everything. The Vaders, that thing was hilarious. What are you going to notify Urz about? Urz stops by when he can. He came by and saw me. He's staring at the computer and itching my nose and everything. Oh god, it's embarrassing. Yeah, I get notifications when everybody's streaming. Alright. Let's go look at these mods real quick. Just a video. Yeah, I can't compete with Urzatron. Alright, so let's filter speed. Sort. Yeah, Sean's got a badass roster, guys. Alright. Some solid speeds there. A lot of speed on your Grievous team here. A lot of speed on your B1. Yeah, it looks like your mods are a little scattered, to be honest. I mean, some of your top tier speed mods, if you're going to focus all of your speed, I mean, giving it to that Grievous team isn't a bad idea because it is your top echelon team, so. Plus, Grievous can get you to rank 1. Take him outside of the leader, do the Grievous nuke team, you're climbing to first every day. So any of these blues right here, like the blue square on Stormtrooper Han, slice that. The 12 crit chance on Logray, it's proc 3 speed, slice that. get a lot of those blues up right here, like this 12 speed on Wampa, the circle. That right there, slice 3, that's potential to go over 20. Anything to where, so we'll zoom in here if we can. Right here, the parentheses with the 3 next to it, any of those blues that you have with a 3 next to it with the speed, I want you to focus on just slicing those, and then the greens with the 2s next to them too as well. So let's find one of those green ones real quick. Okay, so we've exceeded the number. Alright, so like even right here, the square on General Kenobi, the square on Mother Talzin, those all can slice up to 20 speed right there. So just keep grinding those. I'm also noticing that you're missing a lot of like speed primaries. So instead of waiting for those other speeds to proc up, slice those 4, 5, 6 blue mods that I mentioned with the 3s next to them. Those can get you up to 20 speeds. And then I would say hoard up your slicing materials other than your 6E materials. Actually, yeah, hoard all of your slicing materials, everything from bottom to top to 6E for like a good week or two. And then we'll have a little powwow and we'll look at your mods and figure out which ones we're going to slice up. And then just farm a bunch of speed primary mods until you hit that cap space. I mean, you don't have to worry about slicing any gray mods up, but I'm sure you have plenty of credits, so we'll figure out a way that we can get you some more plus 20s here. We can definitely get you into that plus 20 speed range there. And then if there's any questions or anything like that, you know how to get a hold of me. Message me anytime, Sean. And like I said, we'll get together again in another week or two. If you want to, set up a time and date, let me know ahead of time, and we'll do that. And yeah, great roster, man. I'm really impressed. And let's go back and look at his GP here one more time. That'll do, pig. That'll do. GP 2.8 GP. Wow, so you're probably smoking people in Grand Arena Championships at your level. Great work, man. Great work. Alright, so that is Sean Ragnar the Red Kelly's roster review. And then again, if you have any questions, brother, message me, let me know what's up. And then like I said, we'll set a little appointment for your mods there and we'll get that squared away for you, brother. Anytime, man. I appreciate all the love and support, all the invites you brought in the last couple of days. More than happy to have you be a moderator, and happy to have you in the Patreon system too as well. Thank you very much, brother. Alright. Now we have the one, the only, Ryloth Leku. Thank you again for the signing up for the Patreon too as well, Sean. 11-1, nice, Dagger. Alright, so Ryloth's running the OG Jedi Revan. So let's see what we got here. Doing okay in ships. You got the lineup to get first, so if you have any questions about ships, let me know, Ryloth. Let's go look at characters. 2.3 million GP. Pretty nice for 2.3 million GP from what I'm seeing already. A lot of interesting Gear 12 pieces. Gear 13 Han. Nice. If I was going to go Gear 13, I would be focusing on like Jedi Knight Revan in particular. Like Jedi Knight Revan, Jolie, the speed and the health boost just from those two. I think that'll do those wonders just if you're looking for a character or two to get up to Gear 13 that you have right now. Emphas Nest got the Zeta, 3 stars. Definitely want to get some stars on her. Don't want her to be too squishy. At least get her up to Gear 11 too. If you put that Zeta on her, at least get her up to Gear 11. Well, I already know what our plan is. We're gonna go right here. Okay. So, we need to hoard Zetas. Yeah. Keep farming Karth, Juhani, and triple refresh Canderous and Cantina. If you can't triple, do the double. The double's understandable too because the arena income. But you still want to at least speed roll his farm. And then Juhani, if you want to refresh her hard node one time a day, I'd be okay with that too. Same with Karth, just to get him up to 7 stars. So refreshing those two is very important. And then I saw Bastila too, so let's go to Sith Empire. Yeah, so we definitely need to get Fallen Bastila to 7 stars too as well. Yeah. Hoarding, keep hoarding, man. Keep hoarding. I would do it, man. Keep hoarding it, because it's better to be safe than sorry at this point, in my opinion. And you're going to be cutting it close when Darth Revan does come back around too, so. Same thing with Fallen Bastila, if you can afford to. Refresh Fallen Bastila, Karth, and Juhani, because if you refresh those at least once a day, that's 10 attempts a day at those guys. You got Marauder up to 7 stars too, so instead of worrying about leveling up the stars on Marauder or the stars on Trooper, we can just gear up Marauder and put him in that team instead. So then you have a full powerhouse team there too. So I would just say keep hoarding and doing what you're doing right now, Ryloth. Do you want me to look at your mods or anything like that? That's our game plan. Darth Revan, Darth Malak, and then having a Darth Malak team ready to go. If you have Marauder in there, he's disgusting at Gear 13. Yeah, just keep hoarding. Do the safe bet. Go with what you know is going to work. And I'm sorry, but Darth Revan, Darth Malak, with Fallen Bastila, HK, and Sith Marauders, probably one of the best teams in the game right now, if not the best team. Mods? Alright, let's go look at those mods then. It's a Death Star. Okay, so your mods are all in the right place. Okay, so see what I'm noticing is you don't have like any speed primaries, so instead of farming mod salvage, just farm speed primary mods. We need speed primaries. You're getting a lot of your mods from challenges, so I recommend you spend at least 100 crystals on refreshing mod energy, just farming speed mods, and then use your energy to farm speed mods too as well, because you'll get mod salvage from Grand Arena Championships and from raids. So hoard them up for a little bit, get you a bunch of speed primaries, and then we'll roll a bunch of them. Yeah, because I don't even feel comfortable telling you to slice any of these mods up any higher, because you have good speed complementary mods like potency, defense, health. I believe I saw some crit chance. Yeah, speed is king. That's okay. Just hoard up some more salvage, and then once that happens, we're just looking for those gray 5 speed mods, and then we'll just start slicing them up that way. Because the way I'm looking at your mods, a lot of them sliced multiple stats instead of focusing down one stat at a time, like trying to get big speed mods. They're just kind of giving you a little bit of everything. So we just need to give you more speed primary mods with high speed secondaries on them, regardless of what the other stats are. Just speed, 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 speed. So farm Bastila, farm Jolie, farm Fallen Bastila, farm Juhani. Refresh them all once a day if you can. And then yeah, get the stars on those guys, get them up to 17.5, and then hoard up your mod salvage, and let's just get a big bank load of speed primaries. And then we'll slice those up, and then we'll do this again. Just reach out to me in like a week or two, Ryloth, and then we'll do the touch up on your roster review there, okay? If you have any other questions, Ryloth, you just let me know. We'll go ahead and we'll cut that one here, and we'll move on to the next roster there. So Paul donated $15, so we're gonna go ahead and go down to Paul's here. Big shout out to Paul Anthony from the Escape Podcast. Yeah, Ryloth, better to hoard now, and then we can have a better idea of what to do with your leftovers from your hoarding too as well. So, and don't forget to save up that 64,000 guild event currency too for Malik to get him to start up. Yeah, we'll get together in like a week or two and get ready for the Malik event and game plan for it and see where you're at with your progression. Alright. Oh, look at my man Paul, full gear 13. Gear 13 Grievous team. We still got Darth Revan. We're waiting on Malik, I'm assuming. I'm sure you're ready for Malik now. I remember when we looked at your roster back on the lunch stream a while back. So Paul, what are you looking for? Anything in specifically? You know, characters, ships, mods. You just say the word, brother. Oh, he's looking. I'll just take a beautiful look here at this roster. Very nice roster, right, Ray? Not a gear 12. What's your GP at? .49, nice. Getting first in ships when you want. And I'm sure you can get first in arena too. Yeah, just a slight show off. I bet you have fun with the Grievous nuke team too. Okay, let's go back to characters. Oh yeah, definitely a TB roster. Very stretched roster. Very nice roster too, my friend. Got a lot more gear 12s than I do. A lot of the right Zetas in the right places. Very interesting. You can't get first in arena, man? We gotta get you with my buddy Strike Bomb Droid King. He's the droid master. He'll get you in first with that Grievous team. He's on my Discord server too, Paul. If you go and message him, his name's Strike Bomb Droid King. Droid Master. Tell him I sent you his way. Next major faction to focus on? Okay. Let's see what we can do there. Yeah, if Micaeus is remodding you, I'm not gonna mess with anything he's doing. If you pay Micaeus, you're gonna give Micaeus word. Seven-star Shock T, are you kidding me? You wailed out on Shock T? Hey, what's up, Zem420? What's up, brother? You wailed out on Shock T, Paul? Could have bought your boy Shock T. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Vet Han, no. Canderous, yay. Yeah. It's a nice roster, right, Ray? Oh, I know you got good ships, Scotty, or Paul. See, it's not the top of the roster where the holes are, it's the bottom. People don't really look at that. Oh yeah, Darth Revan trumps all. Darth Malik trumps all. I know it's 7-star. If I could, it would be 7-star Shock Tees for everyone. No worries, brother. I just appreciate your support, man. Alright, so we'll go tab for tab here. Bounty Hunters. Yeah, Range Trooper's a man. He got a solid Bounty Hunter group. I'd like to see put Zam up to gear 12 because she's just amazing under Django or Boss lead. She's really fast, really easy to get over 300 speed. Let's get some these going real quick. Here. Then. Oh, we might do Range Trooper. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. Clone Troopers. If you got a 7-star Shock T. Oh yeah, you taking notes? You taking notes out there, Paul? Can you see me? You taking notes? Cue card. How many Zetas do you have saved up, Paul? Keep that donation train coming, boys and girls. Woo woo. Chugga chugga. Nice. Yeah, both Zetas on GG are really good, especially after his second rework. Really good. Yeah, if you were gonna gear your troopers, I could see that, but troopers aren't really like super priority in my opinion. I think there's plenty of other investments you can get out of other gear pieces with those guys. Sturdy Ewoks. So they do the job where they need to. First order solid. So you did the Zeta on Kylo Ren back in the day for the hat raid, right? That's why I did it. He is gear 12. Yep, Hat, Zeta, and Cruz. Yeah, Cruz a man. I mean, he was literally my first Zeta. So, if you guys also if you're gonna spend a Zeta, I would put a Zeta on Crew's lead, and then if you're gonna do the Zeta, get Crew, Officer, Trooper, and Fox to gear 11 at least, and then you can really utilize your Kylo Ren mask that way too as well. But we'll tier that down the list, see what else pops up, what's more important. Alright, so you got your 7-star Padme, congratulations. And 2 Zetas on her is huge. Padme. C-3PO, you got both the Zetas, there you go. I would definitely want to see you put more into this team, but we got to get ready for Malik first, right? Malik first. Alright. I think I've almost got a solid plan now. Just want to see a few more things there. Hey Ryloth, anytime man, feel free to message me anytime, brother. We'll get you squared away. Shadow Veil, what's up, brother? How's it going? The H-Town connection. Okay. Getting close there, Paul. Yeah, guys, smash that like button. Smash. Okay, so you got all the Zetas. Let me just add you there. Paul went ahead and made you a moderator. Thank you for the suggestion too, Dagger. So you got the Zetas there. I'd have to say you got the Zetas. Save the 2 Zetas for Malik. Start putting the Zetas down on the Padme team. Get those guys geared up right away. And those are probably my 2 biggest peeves there is getting the Sith Empire to gear 13. So if you get Darth Revan, HK, Fallen Bastila, and Sith Marauder up to 13 now, then when you get Malik, you should shoot him straight to 13. And then you can go and start gearing the Padme team too as well. So gear 13 your Sith Empire team, and then let's start working on the Padme team as well. Getting the Zetas on those guys, getting the gear on those guys. So they have 2 separate projects too as well. And we just got a $10 donation from Zach Main. Zach, where are you at here? Zach, if you're on the roster reviews there too, you're up next on the roster reviews. So if you would like your roster reviewed, you just let me know, my man. Paul, let's look at your mods real quick there. Yeah, I've done like 5 so far, and if the donations keep coming in, you guys, I'll stay up all night, man. Let's keep going. Zem, that's you, Zach? Thank you, brother. Thank you for the donation, my man. I believe I have yours queued up in the roster review, right? Gear 13 Night Sisters too. Yeah, Paul, if you have any questions too, just let me know. I think hoarding up for those 2 teams will have a big space for you, and then saving that gear is going to be amazing. Oh yeah, I'll look at your ships too after your mods. Let me check out the speeds here. I remember we were looking at some things before on the RSG launch stream, so let's look at some progression here. Hey man, thank you guys so much, man. You guys have been showing me so much love tonight with the donations, and you guys have been taking such good care of me and my family, so thank you guys so much, man. I really appreciate it. $25, $25, $24. But your mods are a little bit scattered, but we'll want to refocus that later on down the road. Obviously, everything's kind of shuffled around for GOTB, it looks like. Totally understandable. 16 speed on an accuracy arrow, pretty good. Basically, we just got to get your anger lead. Dagger, send me. Is his dagger Anger's in the roster reviews there? Hold on 1 second, you guys. Okay, Angrily donated too. Okay, Angrily, we'll get on to yours next then. Okay, brother. Angrily donated and then Zem donated, so we're gonna do Anger's first. He did the $10 donation, and then we'll follow up with that too. Okay, Zem. Alright, so let's go back over here. The one thing I am noticing, Paul, is we're still missing a little bit of speed primaries, but I do see you're rounding up some gold ones too and taking the speed primaries that you can get. Very smart. Again, look for those blue 3s, the green 2s that are proccing speed. And I would just hoard your salvage for mods, just like I recommended in the last roster review. Hoard your salvage for mods for a few weeks, and then just spend your 3 refreshes on doing just speed primary mods. If you have any questions real quick, before we move on to the next roster review, Paul, you just let me know. Let me pull up your ships here too real quick. Did you wail out on Vulture Droid, Paul? Oh yeah, look at those guys. Where is it? Did you wail out on it? Look at all those ships. You 7-star Vulture Droid. No way, bro. I'm so jealous, bro. That is awesome. Yeah? Platoons, right? Have you gotten to do some testing with it at least, Paul? Vulture Droid for platoons. You are a god. Well, nothing to see here. Move along. Paul, for real though, for like the next 2 weeks, hoard up your mod salvage. 2 weeks from now on that Friday, I'm gonna message you and I'm gonna be like, so how many speed primary mods do you have to roll, and how much salvage do you have saved up? And go back, watch the replay, remember what we want to capitalize on here, and then we'll follow up on that 2 weeks later. Great roster, bro. Super jealous of your 7-star Vulture Droid there too. You know I love my ships. Alright, so that is Paul Anthony's roster from the Escape Podcast. And Paul, you better send me some film of that Vulture Droid, man. That Vulture Droid film, though. I've been hearing it works great in the starting lineup, too, with the Millennium Falcon, Houndstooth, and the Vulture Droid. So if you can get some film on that, try it out for me, brother. Nice, man. I can't wait to see it. Alright. So that is Paul's roster review from the Escape Podcast. Thank you very much for the donation and letting us look at your roster too, brother. So we got Anger Leads, H28 or 2H8. You got his roster coming up. So Anger Leads. Ooh, nice. Alright. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. So I'll let you go ahead, and if you have anything you want me to look at in particular, Angrily, just let me know. I'll leave that up on the stream for a second. We're going to have a quick little chair stream. I'll be right back in just a minute, you guys. Alright, guys. We're back. Chair stream's over, unfortunately. Okay. Let's see here. Nothing specific? Non-shardies. Just general recommendation. Anger leads to hate. Hey man, the chair streams. All the big guys are doing it, so if it all fit in game, I would love it. Alright, so let's check it out then. Let's go to characters. Very impressive top row, very impressive. Definitely want to take Fallen Bastila to gear 13. I noticed that. Where's she at? I know she's up here somewhere. There she is. Yeah, definitely want to take Fallen Bastila to gear 13. Get that extra speed on her. Gear 13 old Daka. Definitely want to get the Zeta on Daka too, especially if she's got the gear 13 piece. Definitely want to get her Zeta. That's how her health will get like over 1,000,000. Brute Alpha, get that 7-star on Brute Alpha, of course. I'm sure you're working on that. Zeta on Krennic, that one's interesting. I like that. Nice, very nice. Which Night Sister are you thinking about going gear 13 next after Daka? Nice. You got the Zeta on her. That's perfect. Potentially want to take Spirit up to gear 12 too as well. Gear 12 Spirit is amazing. Yep, that's it. There you go. You just read my mind. Potentially want to take all of your other bugs too. Your Soldier, your Spy, your Poggle, your Sunfac. Take them to gear 12. You want to finish up that last star on Wampa too. Get Wampa up to 7 stars. His Zeta Quartered Beast even down the road if you want to do a Zeta on Cornered Beast. Makes it great for Grand Arena, Territory Wars. I'm gonna definitely have to start gearing up Dooku too as well for GOTB. Sith Marauder, don't sleep on Sith Marauder. I would put Sith Marauder up there in your Malik team because I just gear 13 Sith Marauder, I would say like a little over a week ago, and I've noticed the difference. You don't need a lot of speed on him. He's a truck, man. He hits so hard. A great piece of gear 13. I'll show you the stats on mine here in a little bit after we get a little more through your roster here. No Hoda. That's fine. I mean, you could start farming Hoda and leave Wampa where he is now. You could still gear Wampa. He's fine at 6 stars. I've seen him work very well at 6 stars. As long as he's gear 10, gear 11, he works great. Marauder just got to 11 today. Yeah, speed roll him then. Just get him up to 13 as soon as you can. I would say skip Spirit and do Marauder first, because Marauder, I think, in your Malik team, you'll just be shocked by how great Marauder is in that team over Trooper. Yeah, and a lot of other pieces. You got a 7-star get Django. I would start working on Django or even Grievous. Grievous is amazing just by himself. Get that 7-star on Grievous. Maybe start saving up and buying him, chipping him away at him at the fleet store. New Gunray too. New Gunray is amazing. All the Sep droids. I'm seeing all the Sep droids down here. So overall, if I had to pick something, I mean, you're on the right path by getting a couple of Gear 13 teams up. No problem with that at all. But you don't want to get lost into letting some of these other teams fall through the cracks for sure. Whew. Sorry, I'm doing ship's climbs too at the same time. Absolutely, I keep a low gear spirit. For now, she dies. Daka Zeta. Yeah, that's a great plan. Yeah. Yeah, GG. I mean, as long as you have the Zeta on Metalord Monstrosity, get him up to Gear 13. You can put him in any Separatist team, and he works great. But you also want to start preparing for GOTB2 as well. Obviously, you are. I mean, getting Brood Alpha with the Zeta right away, and he's not even 7 stars. I did it when he was 5 stars, so I totally agree. I think your best bet right now is just getting your get your spirit up to Gear 13 like you've planned on. I would go ahead and feel free to do that, because that'll just make your Night Sisters that much better. And then I would hyper focus getting the bugs up to Gear 12, and then getting Marauder up to Gear 13. I feel like that would be plenty for you to do for the next like week or two. Do you have any Zetas that you're looking to spend or anything like that either? Any Zetas that I can help maybe find a spot for? And on top of the Zetas too, would you like me to look at any of your mods or anything too as well? You just let me know. Make sure you guys are all hitting that like button too, hitting that thumbs up for me, please. I'd really appreciate it today, you guys. Just spent the Zeta on Daka today. Yeah, okay. So, do you have a plan for where you're spending your next couple of Zetas, or do you want me to like maybe give you a couple of Zetas that stand out to me, and you can have like a short-term, long-term Zeta list for you there? Sending some DMs, stuff like that too as well. I have no more thumbs to give. I know you only have 2 thumbs, Paul. I appreciate both your thumbs. Check mods. Have some ideas, but always welcome to advice. I wish they would refund Krennic. Yeah, Krennic's fun. I mean, like, it's just hard to stretch out that whole Empire faction, and you know, some of them go into a Sith team, and some of them are in the Trooper team, and it's kind of hard to put Krennic together with Death Trooper and take them away from those other troopers. But it's still possible, I mean, with some slop teams, but you never know what you can use with Krennic later on down the road. I used to use a Gear 9 Krennic with no Zeta on him, and he was a lot of fun. I mean, I was just working on him for certain things at a time. Videos, I also got my... Sweet. So yeah, Paul was just telling me about him having some film for the Vulture Droid, so hopefully he can send us some film of the Vulture Droid, and then we can make a nice little video out of that too. Paul, if you're still listening too, if you'd like, I would definitely love to, you know, collaborate on the video with you and We could make a video for the Escape Podcast channel and maybe even split it into 2 different videos for each of our channels. So something like that to think about. We can talk more on the weekend too. I'm off the next 2 days, so you just let me know, brother. I just sent the email to you in your DMs, alrighty? Alright. So, we're going to look at some mods. My man knows what he's doing with his mods. Zetas too, we'll look at the Zetas real quick before we move over to mods since we got the characters pulled up already. Let's see what she's got. She's got this great mother, okay. Sorry, I'm just going to turn the music up a little bit while I'm writing some notes here. Gear 13 Vader, how would you mod him? I would give him crit damage and crit chance primaries and then try to load up his speed there as much as you can with some flat offense. Percentage offense helps as well too. But yeah, crit chance, offense, and then a bunch of speed. You want Vader to go fast. And if he's under Palpatine's lead, he's going to take off really quick. Hey, no problem, Perline. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and like and subscribe if you haven't already too, man. We're doing roster reviews. If you haven't, the Discord link's in the description below. Come join the Discord. We'll do a roster review for you too if you'd like. No charge if you'd like to donate too. There's PayPal and Patreon in the link in the description is below as well. Okay. Thank you so much, Dagger. Almost done there, England. Then we'll move over to your mods, alright? Where is he at? Oh, that's okay. Okay, I see that now. Just got your DMs, Em. I got you, brother. Alright, so 2H8, you there still, brother? So what I'm looking at here for Zetas, I'd say the 5 that stand out to me the most for Zetas, you could definitely benefit from these 5 overall, your overall roster. So HK is second for sure. HK is going to be your arena team, so I think that one kind of benefits with you first. So the second Zeta on HK, and then going down the list, I would do Mother Talzin's Unique, since you already did Daka's Zeta. Mother Talzin's Plague Bearer, she'll gain all that extra turn meter, that 35% turn meter. Awesome. And then so HK Zeta first, and then the other 4 I'm thinking Mother Talzin Unique, so she's gaining more turn meter in your Night Sister team, especially if you're going to go Gear 13 Daka and Spirit. Definitely want to gain all that extra turn meter from Mother Talzin. The third one, I would say the second Zeta on Bosk. Regardless whether you do or don't run him in the leadership, that taunt is huge, so having both Zetas on Bosk is huge, plus it'll benefit your Houndstooth. I still think that both Zetas on HK are necessary. I mean, like, at the end of the day, it's just worth having to prevent bonus turn meter gain, and it's in my opinion necessary. Like, you need all the Zetas on your arena team, plain and simple. Yeah, I agree, Dagger, but still, it also increases his power, and it also has a lot of other variables to his statistics and stuff like that too. So. And then the 4th Zeta, I would say the second Zeta on Geo Brood Alpha, so you have both Zetas on the Geo teams, since you're going to be taking them up to 12 anyways. And then the last one would be Cornered Beast by Wampa, even though he's 6 stars and you're still working on Hermiota. If you give him that Zeta and get him up to Gear 10, Gear 11, the Cornered Beast Zeta, it'll help him a lot more in your Grand Arena Championships and stuff like that too, helping you get extra banners. And you can run him under like a couple of different leads too as well. Yeah, in mirror matches, every piece counts. So, you know, having all those Zetas on that Darth Revan team, and then having the Zetas on Malak too as well. I mean, like, everything, it matters, top to bottom. So let's go filter and look at your speed mods real quick. And again, I'm sure you have more than a good idea enough of what speed mods you're looking for, and then we can kind of just look at your overall speed secondaries and stuff like that. Sort. Already seen a lot of 20s, so I'm very impressed. Alright. And it wants to load. Okay. A lot of 20s. Looks like you're spreading them pretty well too, so you have a couple extra counter teams. Yeah. Well, and you have a lot of 18s, 19s, stuff like that too. Potentially with the amount of gear 12s that you have and are going to have. You know, slicing up some of these other mods that are already gold, that are 16, 17, 18 speed, slicing those up from top to bottom from speed order. Maybe not stressing the 16s and the 17s so much, as long as you like the 18s, like you have this diamond on CLS, that's a 20 speed when you bump it up to 60. And then the triangle, same thing, you'll get more crit damage for that. So the square on Malik, you get another another speed off that. Maybe slicing some more speed arrows too, so you get +2 speed off of some of these speed arrows. And then it kind of ripples down from there. Looks like we're starting to hit some of these purples and everything. Alright, so the mods that you definitely want to slice, I'm seeing 3, 4 mods, 5 mods right now that you could slice that could go up to 20s too. So the triangle on Nihilus, 14 speed, that can roll up to +20, 25. Same with the square on Juhani. The square on Zalbar, the diamond on Nihilus, the square on First Order Officer. All of those right there can slice over 20, maybe even 25 speeds. The square on Chirrut, that one can slice up too. The diamond on on regular Bastila, all these mods can go over 20 speed for you. The diamond on Poggle, the cross on Vader. So I just named 10 mods right there that you can slice from blue to golds that can get up to 20, 25 speeds right there. So that's a really good haul right there, man. You just keep slicing those. And then another thing I'm noticing is you're wanting more speed primaries too as well, especially at the top of your roster. So if I could recommend, I would spend 100 energy or 100 refreshes on mod salvage, so you're slicing up some of these blues. Slice up a lot of those blues with the +3s proc next to them. I'm telling you, a bunch of those could turn into another 5, 10, +20 speed mods. So that'll massively improve your speeds right there, and that'll allow you to put those under your arena team, and then it'll have this ripple effect where it falls back through your roster too as well. So I'm really loving what I'm seeing with your roster. Great roster, of course, and then the mods. Wow. Yeah, it affects Jedi Revan, it affects CLS, it affects a lot of turn meter gain teams too as well. And then before we move on to the next roster review, if you have any questions, go ahead and post those in the chat and anything. We'll see what we can do about that before we move on to the next roster review. If you guys have any donations or anything like that too, we'll bump you up next in the roster reviews. We're all caught up on donations too as well. Yeah, man, you got a lot of good mods there. And I mean, I'm sure if I look through some of your greens too, I bet some of your greens are really good too as well. You have this good repetition of slicing your grays and your greens and the good blues, it looks like. Yeah, any questions again? Anything, you just let me know, Anger. Hey, yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate you letting me look at your roster, man. It's a hell of a roster, and then if you want to follow up and do another one in a couple weeks, you just let me know, man. I'd be more than happy to. Alright. So that was AngerLead28, and then shout out to your guild too, Disaster Time. That's an awesome guild name. Very nice, very nice. Alright. So we got... This is for my rooster review, Paul. Oh, that's a little inside joke. Okay, alright, so who do we have next is the question. I know, I saw that, it's so funny. Alright. Did Clone Troop, we did Ryloth, we did Reds. Zem is right, y'all. Alright, Zem, you're up on deck, brother. Go ahead and leave this up for a minute, Zem. If you have anything specific you want me to look at, you just let me know, and then we'll go from there. Not a problem, man. Anytime, brother. Oh, yeah, if you made Kyber last time, you're definitely going to be in a good place, my man. Oh, yeah, great roster. Oh yeah, that's right, all in the DM. I'm sorry, I've been like in the rotation of doing that. I'm sorry, Zem. Well, we'll get that going right here. Alright. So Zem's saying, just looking for a general overview. My main focus is Drevin and Malik. Guild's main focus is GOTB. Got 3 Zetas saved, maybe some ideas for those, and mods, of course. And at least check if I can do anything to make my arena team better with the mods that I've got. Thank you, Zyla. Of course, man, I got you. So we'll get right into that. Let's go over here. Let's start with characters. Alright. General review, focus on Drevin and Malix. Okay, so let's look at your Old Republic and your Sith Empire first. What should my first year 13 be? Gotcha. While it is a grind, we love it. No other game. That's right. SWGOH, guys. Alright, so we need the stars on Juhani. We need to make sure all the characters are at that 17.5 power level. So, Gear 12 plus 1 piece, or Zeta right before Gear 12 helps too. So, we need those last 2 stars on Juhani. If you can, I would refresh her twice. Yeah, I would refresh her node twice so you get 15 attempts at Juhani there. And then let's go Karth. You're almost done with Karth, so I'm sure you're really close with that. Hey, what's up, Stone4141? First time I've seen that. What's going on, my man? Welcome to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to, hit that thumbs up, you guys. Let's go ahead and look at the Sith Empire. Alright, so you need that last star in Bastila. And then this is where you're going to have to pick the route of either farming Marauder or Trooper. I really like Marauder more than Trooper, but you can always work on Trooper and then plug in Marauder down the road. But if I were to pick Trooper or Marauder, I would go with Marauder, hands down. And then if you have the Zetas already, maybe putting a Zeta on one of these characters here. Like putting the self-reconstruction Zeta on to HK47 for his damage output. It'll help with the event when the event comes around for you. Hey, first time watcher and new sub, thank you very much for the subscription, man. I really appreciate it. We're right around from 700 too, so if you have any friends or guildmates or anything like that too, feel free to invite them and tell them to subscribe, man. I really appreciate it, you guys. If you want a roster review, there's the Discord in the description of the video below. And then if you would like to do any donations too, we have PayPal or Patreon. You can sign up for either of those. It helps fund the channel for the bills too, so I really appreciate it, you guys. Let's see here. So, I don't want to say put the Zeta on self-reconstruction right away, but it does help with the event too and getting him over that 17.5 power level. Let's go back and look at the Old Republic one more time. Yeah, we definitely just need to finish up Bastila, Fallen Bastila, Karth, and then Juhani, and you're set to go, man. So I think you should have enough time before Malik comes back around. Just remember, all of your gear is going to get these guys up to the 17.5 power level, giving them gold mods if they're not gear 12 5A mods. So you've got good mods here on him. His power level is 15.3, so definitely need to keep gearing Ordo. Sounds like Ordo's going to be your guy instead of Juhani too, so that's fine. You don't have to gear or anything with Juhani. Just get her to the 7 stars and then get her up to gear 7 or gear 8. That way she can beat the Darth Revan event, because there's a mission where you have to use Juhani with Jolie and Jedi Knight Revan, so she has to have a little bit of gear on her to survive so you can beat that part of the mission. So we're focused there. Hoarding everything. You want to hoard gear, you want to hoard Zetas, you want to hoard your guild event currency so you can star Malik. And I think you're on the right path with those, so keep that focus there. Let's go back over. He said he wanted to look at his arena team too, see if we can help boost anything in his arena team. So let's see here. Profile. Okay. Okay, so you're doing well in fleet. If I can make any suggestions for fleet, I would do... let's look at your ships real quick. Okay, I see why. Okay, well, still not bad. So what I would rather see you running is, let's look back here. You got Cassian, you got Biggs. All right, so your three, I'm fine with your 3 in your starting lineup: Houndstooth, Biggs, Millennium Falcon. Then I would go Phantom, Cassian, Wedge Antilles. His is a great Houndstooth killer. It applies buff immunity and health immunity for 2 turns. So as a reinforcement, take that out for Boba Fett, and then your 4th would be Vader for the dots, and then he can hit through the foresight and everything like that. So he's like your cleanup damage dealer. And then I would definitely slot in your Admiral Akbar. Like Akbar instead of Thrawn, it'll hold a lot better for you too as well. If not, you would want to run more of an Empire team in general, but you have the pieces, so I would just switch over to a Rebel team for sure. So that will definitely help your fleet. Now, looking over at mods, definitely will look at these mods real quick. Filter, speed. If you guys have any last minute donations or anything like that, we're going to be wrapping it up after this roster review for the night, and then we'll continue on with the roster reviews first thing in the morning too. We'll do some in the morning, and then we'll do Jedi Knight Academy with Reality Scoot Gamers for about 2 hours, and then we'll pick up and do more roster reviews, you guys. Alright, so 25, 24, 24, a lot of 20s. I'm liking what I see there. Yeah, man, it was a blessing to be one of the first guests on the Escape Podcast. And a fellow Floridian. Hell yeah, man. That's right. All the gears in the Old Republic right now. Been switching Boba and Wedge. Yeah, just gear up Akbar, get him up to get gear 10. He doesn't have to be stupid fast or anything like that. Just having that capital ship in there is way better than Chimera, in my opinion. Alright, Stone. Thank you so much for subscribing, man. It's great to meet you, man. Thank you so much. What time tomorrow? probably gonna do 2 streams, one in the morning and then one at night too as well, or in the afternoon I should say, after RSG stream. They stream for about 2 hours on Saturdays with all the big content creators too, so I'd like to hang out with them for a little bit like I do on the weekends and then go from there. Alright, good night, Anger. Thank you again for the donation, brother. If you have any questions, message me anytime too, man. This is them, man. Great mods. Let's see here. Protection. I would change the crit avoidance arrow on GK to like a speed arrow, just because he already gets crit avoidance from his abilities anyways, so you'd benefit more with like a speed arrow or even a protection arrow on General Kenobi, in my opinion. Your speeds are all where they need to be. I mean, that's the only thing I'm seeing. Maybe even slice up that that arrow on Jedi Knight Counselor that has the defense proc on it. Put that on General Kenobi. That would make him really sturdy. But other than that, I mean, I would say keep with your hoarding plan. I think that's your most effective bet. Oh, Dark Stanley, yours is on there too, man. I'll stay up and I'll do yours too, Dark Stanley. Yeah, that'd be the only thing I can really see about your mods for your arena team, is just changing that arrow on General Kenobi and then just taking what speed you can now. I mean, you have to cherry pick for a little bit, but once you get Darth Revan, Darth Malak, that'll be cake for you, man. I'm getting whooped in ships. Dark Stanley, you still on? Dark Stanley? Please let me know you're still in the chat. Zem, we'll have to figure out like another thing too, actually, real quick, Zem. Yeah, speed primaries, farming some speed primaries makes a lot of sense for you too as well. So spending like 50 energy on either salvage or mods and then vice versa. We'll do that. Mods, you want to get more speed primaries to match those speed secondaries too, so that you can spread those mods out a little bit more, because you got a lot of health, potency, stuff like that too as well. So let's go over here and let's go ahead and start the next roster review there. Zem, if you have any questions, go ahead and post those in the chat, man. I'd be more than happy to answer any of the questions you got too as well. Oh, also he said he wanted to figure out what character he should take to Gear 13 first. So I want to look at that one more time before we close this roster review out. And again, if you have any questions, just let me know. 3 mil GP2, not bad. My first Gear 13. It's a couple of good choices too. I would say if I had to pick one, Zem, I would pick Jedi Knight Revan. I mean, he's probably going to be my 6th Gear 13, and it's because of the speed. And if you do his, I think you'd be happy with it. And then after that, I would really just hoard all of your Gear 12 finishers for your Darth Revan team. That's my opinion. Yeah, it is a tough time in life, and I really appreciate it, man. You guys motivate me to do this for you guys, and I have such fun sharing the knowledge and playing the game, so I'm glad I can help out in some way and give some positive direction and feedback to you guys, man. You guys are so supportive, and yeah, again, I would think that Jedi Knight Revan would be the best Gear 13 for you, but I wouldn't go all in on just Gear 13ing that full team, right? So like Jedi Knight Revan getting that 10 speed, that right there will help your arena team for now until Darth Revan comes around. and then that's where you can start saving all those hoarded Gear 12 finishers and Gear 12 plus pieces to put on Darth Malik and Darth Revan, and filling that team up as soon as you get it, instead of waiting a couple weeks to round up gear and Zetas and stuff like that. And you're on the right track too, so you're hoarding, you got the right pieces, and you have a decent roster to not only keep yourself sustainable in Arena, but to flex through Grand Arena Championships too as well. So I think you have a very focused roster, and I think you're doing a great job, my man. Let's look at the GP one more time too real quick here before we look over. So overall GP 3 mil. Very, very impressed, Zem. Very impressed. Just wanted to say thank you again for the donation to Zem. If you want to touch base with me again a little before the Malik event comes, if they announce it a little in advance, or when the Malik event comes around, we're definitely gonna be getting together on that. Okay, you just let me know, and if you need anything, you can message me anytime, brother. Feel free anytime. Dark Stanley, you still out there, my man? I didn't see Dark Stanley's on there. Let's see here. Yeah, I got daggers. Yeah, see, this is why I didn't want to do them out of order like this, but this is a first time kind of thing for me too, you guys. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and put a pin in this one now, you guys. We've been going for a couple of hours, but I want to keep doing this more. This has been a great success. You guys kept the donation trade coming hard tonight, and now I can go pay my electric bill tomorrow. So thank you so much, you guys. Man, oh my gosh, this is so unreal. You guys are making a dream of mine come true. You guys are supporting me. You guys are funding my family and our living habits just to play this game with you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. If you're watching this replay, hit the thumbs up. The descriptions for everything in the Discord, the Discord below, as well as our Patreon if you want to become a Patreon, and PayPal. All of the donations go back towards the bills, helping play the game, helping stream. And I just wanted to say thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate all of the support you guys are giving me, and hopefully we can keep this rolling on the next stream. So keep an eye out for tomorrow's stream. I'll do some tags on the Discord, and thank you guys so much for all of your support, and I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night, Zen. Thank you so much again, brother. Peace.